Hello and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time, Kenji took his glasses off to show that he has small eyes, and then that's it, really. I think we talked to Shizune. Misha came back, I think, and we went to celebrate at the Shanghai, I think. I think that's all that happened. Even though it is a holiday, I wake up at the same time as usual, on a day when everyone else is likely sleeping in for another 6 hours. I take my morning regimen of pills for the first time in a few days. Admittedly, I'd let my medication slip my mind. Looking at the rows of bottles in front of me, I don't know how I managed to. 17 different medications. I feel full enough to skip breakfast after taking all of them, but it'll hurt your tum-tum. I'm already up, so I might as well take a walk. The weather looks nice outside, giving off an idyllic atmosphere I'd often dreamed of. It's always been kind of a romantic notion to me to be able to meander around in the countryside, taking in the fresh air. Now that an opportunity to do just that is here, I can't resist, even though I know it must seem silly. I stop at the main building in order to buy a drink, and then decide to enter it and maybe hang around on the roof a little bit. A view might be pretty cool at this time, and I'm sure that nobody else will be up there, and I've never been up there by myself. The school is quiet today, deserted. My footsteps echoing in the staircase to the roof are unnervingly loud. It shouldn't bother me due to how much time I've spent in the sign language class in near total silence, or working so much with Shizune lately, but it still does. It makes the smallest noises that I wouldn't have even noticed before seem boomingly loud. It feels like I'm sneaking around someplace I shouldn't be. I wonder where I'm getting that vibe. Maybe the school is haunted or something. When I open the door to the roof, I see I'm not alone. Misha leans against the fence, looking over the school grounds, not having noticed me at all. Instantly, I know what I have to do. I have to put my hands over her eyes and say, "Guess who?" It's the only option. Well, she does it to you enough. I think she would like that. She would think it is cute. Halfway, I start thinking of how bad this would look if Shizune suddenly popped in, having left for a second to get some sandwiches and saw me sneaking up behind Misha like this. I pray silently that such a coincidental misunderstanding doesn't happen. Guess who?
Hee-chan!
She says without hesitating for a second, without deviating even slightly from her normal tone. My fun was over before it started.
Hi, Hee-chan! Good morning!
She reflexively tries to move her hands to form a greeting and entangles them in the fence. Good morning. I didn't expect to find you here. What are you doing up so early?
I could ask you the same thing, Hee-chan. What are you doing up so early? I didn't expect to find you here.
I asked you first.
You're right. You sound just like Chi-chan.
No, I don't, because Shi-chan doesn't talk. I say in the least convincing manner possible. Luckily, Misha doesn't notice what a bad actor I am. Are you looking forward to tonight?
Of course, Hee-chan.
Oh, we're going to the Tanabata.
I don't like celebrations, or maybe not as much as Shi-chan does, but Tanabata stands always have interesting things to buy and all kinds of seasonal food, and I get to wear a yukata.
Her choice of words is a little strange. It sounds like she's saying that she doesn't like celebrations, but likes doing everything involved with them. I don't know if it's worth pursuing, though, and it could just be that I misunderstood.
What about you, Hee-chan?
I am, or else I'd just stay home, wouldn't I? That's the logical step. I think you can like the events at a celebration. Maybe she just doesn't like all the people, but she likes food and games.
Hee-chan, you're not that logical. So, that's really surprising. Okay, though. I was just making sure because you didn't look like you were having a lot of fun last time. Me and Shi-chan were a little worried because of that.
Hey, I had fun. I guess I ended up appreciating it more than I expected to.
Really, Hee-chan? What part of it? Tell me.
Well, there were fireworks at the end. They were really nice. I think you slept through them.
Aw, I always fall asleep early, but I won't sleep through them this year. I'll definitely stay awake.
I don't think they have fireworks during Tanabata. It's a different mood entirely.
Why am I yawning? So many.
And to move fireworks to an earlier time.
Hahaha, maybe I will. That's a great idea, Hee-chan.
Oh no, it's not. Don't do that. I wasn't being serious. Although, maybe it would annoy Shizune.
Hahaha, you make it sound like you would like that too, Hee-chan. Hee-chan, do you like Shi-chan?
I can't say yes or no, and sitting down like I am, I can't even smoothly leave. Don't be silly. The one I like is you. What?
Hahaha, really, Hee-chan? No, you're kidding, right? You must like Shi-chan more.
Misha, you jump to conclusions too much.
But you almost called her Shi-chan, so I'm right, right?
It's because you call her Shi-chan all the time. It got stuck in my head. Osmosing language is common, you know. Besides, it's one little slip-up, and by your logic, you should like her more than me. And... are you making fun of me or something?
Maybe. I'm hungry. Did you eat breakfast, Hee-chan?
No, just medicine. Misha twirls her finger lazily in the air to keep her hands busy as she thinks.
We should eat something then. Do you think they will be serving breakfast today?
That's really the kind of thing a member of the student council should know. I can't say that though. I'm on the student council and I don't know. It didn't seem like anyone was working in the kitchen when I entered the building, but I don't know for sure.
Hey Hee-chan, have you ever heard about those vending machines that you can get food from, like burgers, soup, and even pizza? Wouldn't it be great if we had some of those at our school?
I don't know. I always thought those machines were kind of weird.
Imagine how cool it would be if we had machines like that at our school, Hee-chan. It would almost be like magic, wouldn't it? Hot food coming out of a vending machine? That's so amazing. I could never imagine that. Seeing one of those machines would be like a dream. We don't have machines like that in this whole town, though. It's too early to even go into town. I won't be able to eat breakfast, Hee-chan. That's the most important meal of the day. Everyone says so when I want to eat.
You're really silly. If it bothers you so much, I'll buy you a soda. Misha puffs out her cheeks and puts on a serious face.
Hee-chan, a soda is not breakfast. It's like water.
It is not like water. A soda is nothing like water. It is a soda. It's not like water, it's a liquid. Water isn't food. Liquid can be food. Is soda food? I don't think soda is food. Now who sounds like Shizune Misha? I want to say it. Even her tone reminds me of Shizune's unblinking matter-of-fact way of stating the ridiculous. If I did say that, though, I would be the one who sounds like Shizune again. It's terrible. Her competitiveness is really rubbing off on me. Let's look for something to eat then.
Okay.
Predictably, our search for food in an empty school building this early in the morning leads only to failure. Misha decides to go off on her own after we both decide to give up for now, vowing to eat breakfast even though by now it's closer to time for brunch. I go back to my dorm. The following hours tick by slowly, and I pass the time by catching up on my reading. Some of these books I haven't touched since I was in the hospital. Thinking back on it, it wasn't that long ago, even though it definitely feels like it was. A free day, and I can't think of anything to do. I take a short nap, and as I change for the second time today, I realize that I never actually confirmed with Shizune or Misha when and where we would meet up. I guess that eventually they would come looking for me, but I would look pretty stupid if it came to that. It's already evening, so I should at least make an effort to find them first. Even though the grounds aren't exactly flooded with people, and it should be impossible to miss Misha's pink hair even if they were, I have a lot of difficulty finding them. Finally, I run into them at the front gate, which was the first place I had looked. Aww! Look at her little outfit! Hello. She attempts to punctuate her normal greeting with a grand little sweep at the end. Aw, they're both in little outfits!
Hee-chan, how are you?
It's strange seeing them in yukata, though I've been seeing yukata in general all night. Shizune's is simple and tasteful, which seems obvious for her, in retrospect for all her grand flourishes and over-the-top behavior. I think she would rather die than dress the part. Is hers simple? I guess I don't know what to complicate. Like, in comparison to Misha's, hers, they look the same, but just different colors. Maybe I'm dumb. What draws my eye is the hairpin she's wearing. A pearl flower that gleams softly in the moonlight. That's red. It looks pretty on her, but in a way it also feels out of place. As if it's too elaborate for a high school girl, or maybe just for someone as secretly childish as Shizune. Misha's yukata is about what I expected, so it actually fits a little too well. Paired with her bubblegum pink hair, she looks cute, but anachronistic. They keep using that word. You two look nice.
Thanks, Hee-chan. Hee-chan, you're a little late. We were waiting here a while for you. Did you forget the time and the place? Oh well, let's get going, Hee-chan.
Misha dropping this line of discussion saves me what could potentially be a pretty embarrassing thing to own up to, specifically that I had been looking for them for at least an hour. Oofa. Seeing Shizune and Misha looking so cheerful, but wasn't this the first place that you looked? I guess maybe it just took you an hour to get to the gates? Why would it take you that long? Seeing Shizune and Misha looking so cheerful, it's hard not to want to fall into the atmosphere and enjoy a nice night out. Why can't you? What bothers me is that I'm having some trouble reading Shizune's signing tonight. I haven't been to sign language class in almost a week, so I'm not surprised. I guess having lost focus for a while, I'm slipping. It certainly wouldn't be the first time. Hold on, where are we going? Into town? Yes. That doesn't make any sense. We haven't even checked out what's going on the grounds, unless you two decided to have fun while I wasn't looking. We're going to come back. We'll be working our way up.
Either way, Hee-chan, we have to walk into town and then back up if we want to see everything. So, this way after we're done, we'll be right by our dorms when we're tired. It works out perfectly.
True. Good plans, good plans. Wait, it went quiet. That is admittedly logical. Shizune doesn't give me much time to argue anyway, grabbing me by the arm and lightly trying to drag me along.
Oh.
The streets illuminated only by the light of the moon and low lanterns tinted with the tissue paper put me at ease. I think this is the only route that I've done that goes to Tanabata. The rest of them don't. Maybe Emmy will go to Tanabata? Now that we're in town, Shizune moves a bit more slowly in order to see the sights. So I decide to walk more briskly in order to mess with her, but she quickly readjusts her own speed to match, letting out a soundless laugh before quickly signing to Misha with her offhand.
What do you want to do first, Hee-chan?
How about some games, if there are any?
I thought you didn't like games, Hee-chan.
I don't mind. For the second time today, I feel her slim fingers wrapping around mine. It feels like all this time I've been pulled along by Shizune's will. Occasionally it's quite tiring, but I think that for the most part I wouldn't say I hate it. It's just the quality of some people to drag others into their lives, like a storm. Doesn't sound pleasant. That word fits Shizune sometimes, I think. Although I didn't want to tell Misha earlier today, I do like her.
Hee-chan, you're going to win a doll from me too this time, right?
You're still thinking about that? Okay, I will. The time passes by faster than I thought it could as we run around, trying to do as many frivolous things as possible.
Snow cones! Hee-chan, do you want one?
Misha runs toward the stand, not even waiting to hear my answer. Well, she wants one. If you want one, then she'll know when she gets there. They look delicious. I want one too. We'll play rock, paper, scissors to see who can pay for them all. Why does everything have to be this way? Or we could each pay for our own.
Hee-chan, what flavor do you want?
The blue one. A man of culture. Blue is not a flavor. Yes, it is. Shizune, I I'm starting to think that you're not cool. You might be a nerd. I knew that. Ordering something based on color is childish. I don't want to hear it. You just made or suggested that we all play rock paper scissors to see who would pay for it all. And I know you have money. I've seen your family. You're childish. What are you getting? Are you getting strawberry? Ha, that's such a childish flavor. Only children eat strawberry. You should get plain, the most mature flavor of all. That's just ice! I want to know where her personality comes from. I wonder if I would think that way if she hadn't been the first student I ended up having a conversation with on my first day here. It's entirely possible that I have missed the parts of her that kept drawing me in. If I didn't know that she couldn't hear me and that she was so competitive and so focused with getting me to join the student council, and so alternatingly playful and sharp. Without these constant new facets to keep my interest in her, would I have grown to like her so much? Well, then she wouldn't have been the same person. So, I don't know. Maybe. It's likely that I'm overthinking it. Are you going to make a wish? To a snow cone?
Shi-chan never makes wishes, He-chan.
Oh, really? Not even on New Year's? Why is that? 'Cause wishes are for children. Shizune tints her fingers and smiles but won't answer. It's a secret.
I know. He-chan, do you want me to tell you?
Yes. Shizune alternates between as many forceful iterations of no she can think of.
Hahaha, I'll tell you later, okay? Actually, I feel tired. I think I'm going to go to bed early.
Oh my gosh. Really? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Time flies when you're having fun.
But it has, He-chan. Maybe I can go visit Yuko first, then go back, or I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. Have fun without me, okay?
We're going back to the school soon anyway, Misha. Alright, bye. Misha doesn't want to hear it and leaves anyway. Shizune starts to wonder why just as soon as I do, but while I keep it in my head, she signs it, seemingly to want to discuss the possible reasons. 'Cause she feels like a third wheel and she doesn't like it. Why else? And she's tired. She went to sleep last time too. Maybe she's just tired. It's a takoyaki stand. After we're both done seeing all there is to see, I check the time and find that it is pretty late. My energy is starting to wear off, and it's a miracle that I managed to have even this much too. Even Shizune is starting to look a bit tired. We make our way back to the grounds. Shizune seems disappointed that she sees the school building lit up and teeming with students. Something wrong? I wanted to go up to the roof, but now there are too many people. I'm tired, so it might be for the best. There are probably couples on the roof since it's that kind of holiday. Then again, I wouldn't know. Is that how it really is? I'd never really been to any festivals before coming here. I'm disappointed. I thought you said you wanted to see what the school was doing last, like saving the best for last. Now you're telling me you don't want to? Not even a little? I thought you would have more energy. I don't feel tired. You took a nap. You don't know what she did. This seems to spark her competitive spirit, and Shizune immediately perks up. Although it's then that I realize I didn't have anywhere in mind to take her, and I don't feel like going to the main building myself. You fool. Fortunately, the area behind the school is both deserted and impressive looking today. I'd never appreciated how sprawling and well kept it was until seeing it at night. It almost seems to go on forever in the moonlight. It's very pretty, even though it's just a field. I thought earlier that she was too immature to pull off the old-fashioned clothes she was wearing tonight, but right now she is quite beautiful in them. You don't have to be mature to look good in clothes. It makes me think back to that day, the other festival that I went to with her. She had looked the same way then. I want to tell her that I like her, decisively in one go, but even thinking about it is just so awkward. And the more I like her, the more awkward and afraid I am of telling her how I feel even now when I could do so if I wanted without having to go through another person. Not to mention, what if what happened last time happens again? If it does, I might not get off so easily with a month-long hospital stay. I don't want to even think about it. I try to shove the thoughts out of my head in any way possible. I try to dismiss them as unlikely fears. Still, the first time I had seen all of my pills, I'd imagined them cascading before me, enough of them to choke me. I still think about it from time to time. I can't say that it's not a legitimate concern. Times like these are nice enough that I can forget them. Whoosh. My favorite thing about this school is that it's on top of a mountain. Is it because it's much closer to the sky? Yes. I like it too, but more because of the fresh air. But if it's on top of a mountain, doesn't that make it hard to breathe? You're so competitive. Too competitive. If a whale bit you, you would bite it back. Meh. That makes her laugh and she winks. Would that be so bad? They only have little bristles. Not like it would hurt. Actually, it'd probably kill you. Her smile is contagious. Yes. Meh. It's true. I'm terrible. A little. A lot. But if I can make people happy, I'm not entirely terrible, am I? Then it's okay. I have many examples in my defense. Maybe even this moment is kind of a game to her. That's right. This is a romantic moment. I don't know if such a chance might come again, and I feel compelled to say something awkward and stupid if I think about it too much. I doubt my hands will listen to me. Do you want to be my girlfriend? Meh. I got something to do. Bye. I hope that I signed it properly. I feel nervous as if I want to break into a run, yet I'm rooted to this spot. I couldn't hear a thing just moments ago. Now I'm picking up every little ambient noise. Shut up, crickets! I really am nervous, and I wonder if it shows. Before, hours passed like seconds. Now the seconds pass like eons. Then I see Shizune's hands moving unsteadily before her, fumbling over each other, stopping halfway through each gesture. It's like she said, sign language gives you an opportunity to think your words through, and she's trying very hard to do that right now. A situation that she doesn't know how to respond to. It must be unthinkable. As stoic as Shizune tries to be, she can't hide her reddening cheeks, and she's very cute and feminine like this. How feminine of you. I always think it's so weird in like these romance things when they're like, you're so girly, womany, man, that your female is showing. And it makes me a little uncomfortable. I guess they do the same thing. No, they don't. They don't do the same thing with dudes. They're not like, wow, he looks so... he looks so boyish. He's so manly. Actually, I'm saying these things, and yes, they do. It's weird. There he is being all manly and man. A manly man who does manly things with men. Both of them make me uncomfortable. And it puts me at ease to know she is as nervous as I am. The thought is yet another way in which I've found myself competing with her. Okay. You spent all that time thinking about what you were gonna sign, and you signed okay. That's a simple reply, but as soon as I think that, Misha takes a step forward and embraces me. An unsure and careful embrace, as if I were made of eggshell, and as if she doesn't know how to hug someone, although to be honest, it's not a subject I'm familiar with either. Have y'all never hugged anyone? Ever? Her yukata is cool and silky under my fingers, but I can also feel Shizune's warmth. In the end, she thought this the best possible gesture to know how she felt. Wow, this is moving fast. Wum, wum. Sleight of hand. Okay. Yeah, and all the other ones you confess at the end of it, and this is only the third act. So I don't know. Well, no, Lily's, we confessed in the third act, but it was like at the end of the third act. I don't know where I've accomplished it. Okay, we're moving on to Emmy's route. I've gotten the girl. I can't imagine what else I would possibly want out of this route. I'm lying. I'm gonna play the whole route. Sorry, I'm a liar. But I guess we're gonna see where this goes. We haven't even met Hideyaki, which I'm assuming is her brother. So I guess we're like, we've achieved female. Now let us learn about the family gossip. And that is what we will do.
In the next video.